Welcome back to the 1978 Hammond boat project that I'm doing. And welcome back to the channel of the Montana Mechanic. So today, like in the last video we had, where the tilt motor was not cooperating with us. It was working, then all of a sudden it just completely died. Even though we had good voltage and ohms to all the components, just the motor was not turning at all. The relay was clicking, everything was going good. So today is the lovely part of getting that right there out of here with the tilt motor and getting it out of there so I can replace it with the brand new one that I just got. That is sitting over there in that little white box. So, you guys want to help me get this going and follow along? That would be great. So, here we go. Let's have some fun today. First, we'll go in, make sure you have no battery, or disconnect the battery because, well, you don't want the power. So we can go in here and pull this section out here and make sure the neighbors go away here. With a big ass exhaust that they don't need on a diesel. A freaking tube on that. No bigger than a freaking coffee can on a rice burner. So I need to get that out of there. That right there. And if you tell, that might be some fun activities. Because I got wiring. Got a bunch of wiring and some bolts that go on the back there. You notice. So let's get to it. A little update. So looking at this, I'm gonna have to remove this one, this one, this one, and this one off the solenoid, so I can remove the solenoid bracket from here to here, get that out of the way, because I would love to take the bracket off with the solenoid attached and just get it off, but I can't, because the bottom right here where my finger's at, there's a bolt that holds the bracket underneath the solenoid. Of course, right guys? Then we come way down over here, get this line out, fuel line out of there. See that hydraulic line? Right there, and if you look way back there, see the hydraulic line that comes down off the shiny part on the back? Comes down there. I gotta remove that too from the bottom. And of course, since I filled this last time, it's gonna be full of hydraulic fluid. And no, I do not have a sucker with me today to suck it out. So, there's going to be a lot of hydraulic fluid all over the place down here and on my hands that I forgot my gloves. And yes, I'm not afraid of grease. But, like all mechanics, if you want to minimize it as much as possible, you like to. Especially when you're trying to film or do other things. So, there's that. Hopefully in the next shot you see me having this all apart without cussing and screaming and pondering my life choices any more than I already do. So Alright, so we got the motor out finally, after eternity later. Talk about pain in the ass. Make brackets like this, where you got bolts on there. You can't get wrenches and stuff onto it. But we got it off. We got it off. For some reason this camera likes to zoom in by itself. And we got the new one. Nice and ready to go. Now we're just going to get this swapped over. So we can get this going up here. The main reason why we had to get this out, besides the motor being the thing, is because the hydraulics part is bolted to the bottom. Just like that. So, get those screws out, the new seal in, get her sure back in. And, if you notice, this right here is supposed to use 520 or a 530 motor oil for hydraulic fluid. Well, the book, our lovely Mercruiser book, says you're supposed to use a 1030 or a 1040. So, guess what's going to go back into it? Or you don't use hydraulics. So, we'll put 530 back into this. Drain all the system, get 530 put into it, and go from there. So, alright, next update will probably hopefully be together and be in. So a quick update, we got the trim motor all put back together. We got that all good, all one piece now, old one. Steel container, plastic. So yeah, updated parts, right? So got that all put together. I'm letting a little bit of silicone and stuff dry on it just in case. But our problem right now that we ran into, like I said, I found some crispy wires back in the corner. That they go down to the tram, the tilt stuff down at the base. Let's see here. Let's see if I can't get in here. The autofocus. That's just garbage. That just got melted. Found it being rubbed right here on this bracket. So probably why it blew the wiring, because it melted it. So I gotta, hopefully, I can come down here where it's good. About right here, where my finger's at. Get a little bit better shot there, maybe. Right there where my finger's at, and we can replace the wiring. It goes all the way back over here into this good stuff. Hopefully, and this good stuff over here where it's nice and soft over there. That I know we got purple and blue, and we got the ground that comes up to here. I'm going to replace, and should be green. Nope, that's purple, blue, and there should be a green one. Should be a green one over here. Then we got to replace, or two purple ones. I got to recheck it. But yeah, so we'll get that done. Get that all that toasty wiring out of there. So that could have been part of my problem, because it was shorting out, blew the motor, had that fuse blown, and hopefully it didn't take out the other motors down on the outboard. So, but everything else was going up and down first, so hopefully those were good. So, alright. I'm going to be cussing and making different life choices here. So, welcome back. We got this all hooked back up. Got it all hooked up, got the battery hooked up. Talk about a pain in my butt. It was about 2 hours, 2.5 hours of pure freaking struggle. Because I had to get those little tiny bolts right there. Let's do that one on that side. And there's one on the back side completely closed off that you cannot get to except for little fingers and can't freaking find. So we got those. Got that put in there, got it filled up, getting ready to bleed it, the system. And if you notice, new shirt. About the time I got that put in, we had a nice little freak thunderstorm that rolled in here in Montana about around 4:30, 5 o'clock it rolled in. And it lasted for about 2 hours. So I didn't get that lit off last night and yesterday. So, new shirt. So that's what we do. Get it taken care of. Alright, I'll get this, see if it moves and get this bled off. And we'll see if we can't get her to move. Let's see if we can't do that real quick. See if we can't get her to go up. Is she working? Can't tell. Alright, better check that oil. Huh? Up and down. Up and down? It sounds like it now. So, we got that to go. So, now we probably just need to bleed the hydraulics. Get the hydraulics all bled off. And fill it up, make sure I'm not running it out. So, we can go and do that. So, alright. Be right back. And you get a picture of it going up and down here in a little bit. So, see you in a sec. Got it going up and down. So there we go. There's that part. Now we have to tackle the carburetor. We need to get the pain in the butt part done first. Then we can go in and do carburetor and get that all cleaned up. And hopefully the next video, besides the carburetor rebuild, after that should be in the water, and you guys can come along with that one. So on the next video we'll be rebuilding a carb, so stay tuned for, what was this, part 3. Part 4 is carburetor rebuild. So alright, thanks.